Johnny, I have seen a number of players putt from the back part of this green. The results have not been good. Johnny, that's better than most.
How about in?
That is better than most. Better than most! Well, we're back at the 17th, and what a scene it is.
Tiger Woods is the guy that made it happen. He's the artist, with Gary and Johnny and our guys in the booth that kind of put that all together. There was some artistry involved there, but that never happens unless the guy with a paintbrush does the job.
The most underrated facet of professional golf is a player's ability to read greens. A lot of it comes down to how comfortable you are on golf's biggest stages. Most of the golf fans that haven't had the luck of being on that golf course would probably be a little surprised in terms of how much pitch there is. That putt is so difficult, you're reading it in sections. He broke his read down into 3 parts. The first 20 feet, the middle 15, and again, what it's going to do on that slope as it runs out of speed. That front hole location that you see 4 or 5 on, up into that back center, back patio, that is what makes it so difficult.
You can see where he's standing right now, Gary. That is the brow of the ridge. So it is almost a dead flat putt to there. And then for the last 20 feet from where Tiger is right now, down to the hole, it is very fast. And as you said, turns hard to the right.
It's breaking so hard to the right at the end that your brain is going to want you to play it way out to the left. So if you look at the hole and it's tilted that way and you have to play it, aim it under the hole, it's very uncomfortable. Got a software that can simulate any putt, and we happen to have that green. Here we have a bird's eye view of the 17th at Sawgrass. The pin for that day was down here front right, and Tiger was putting from way back up here on what's called the top level. You can see where he starts the putt up here. It's fairly flat, so the darker the green is, the flatter it is. Back left of it is 1 or 2%, which is a very kind of standard, not too difficult green. And then it hits a ridge, which is about between 5 and 6%. That's exactly at what slope the ball will accelerate on at tour green speeds.
Gary goes sort of a little bit over that way and then comes right back.
Correct, but Johnny, it goes so much to the right as it comes down that hill that's where the players have been fooled. You've got to be 3-4 feet out to the left of the hole as it comes over the ridge, and most guys have just not seen that.
As you get back and hit this 5 to 6% slope, suddenly that, from 20, 25 feet out, that make percentage is going to drop single digits already. At 20 feet, it's typically about 14% on a normal slope, but as we add in this huge 5% slope, that's going to drop at least in half, maybe even by 2/3. So it might even be as low as 4 or 5% at that point alone. Then you come all the way back, and again, the slopes aren't real steep back here, but you've got another 35 feet to putt across. And again, if you misread that by more than a couple inches, the ball's not going in. Another way to get a really good visual is to actually drop balls on here and kind of see where they all go. We drop a ball every 3 feet. What you can see is everything in the front here pretty much goes straight down to this front middle section. But if we do that again from a different angle, what I want you to watch is everything in here is breaking straight to the middle of the green, and that's why it gets the double break, because the ball gets across this section first, breaks hard to the left, and then picks up this section, gets right into the fall line in the middle, and comes down to the hole.
Like what he's doing there, just swinging the putter, visualizing, trying to track the line that he wants.
Every putt is somewhat unique. If you look at free throws or even three-pointers, pretty much the same distance, same general conditions, whereas putting, every 20-footer is a somewhat different 20-footer. The straight-up odds on 60-footer is 2%, but then we added the difficulty of that putt. The odds of making that putter are probably less than 1%.
Any tour pro, 0 chance. But Tiger, I guess you had to give him some chance. It would be something along the lines of a baseball player, an infielder making an unassisted triple play.
1, it's Tiger Woods. 2, it's the stage. Probably the most recognizable hole in all of golf. At that time frame, there were a lot of memorable Tiger moments. This just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Johnny, that's Better than most.
How about in?
That is better than most. Better than most.
Gary Koch's iconic call, called out the fact that a lot of guys hadn't even gotten close to getting it right.
I can tell you, by the time the last better than most came out, I was standing up in my tower and the hair on my arms was standing up. That's how much electricity and excitement and just energy was in the air.
What separates a good call from a really good call or a great call is how it goes through time.
Better than most.
I've been lucky enough to caddy for a great player in Phil for so many years, and when they do these amazing things and there's several thousand people around the green, you know you're going to get hit with that wall of sound. You know it's coming, you see the ball go down, I duck my head a little bit, and you just wait for it to wash over you, and that's exactly what it did. It was a massive reaction.
When a great shot and a great call comes together, it's pure artistry.
Johnny, that's better than most.
How about in?
That is better than most. Better than most.